Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be preparing some kurma. I know a lot of you have requested that I do a kurma video, so I'm doing kurma today. So here I have my flour and I have already added cinnamon to it. So I have my cinnamon powder that I've added to the flour, and I'm adding my cold water and my butter that is already melted. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna knead it in pieces. So I'm not gonna throw all of the butter at one time. I'm going to do some at a time. I've already washed my hands and dried them, and I'm going in to knead my flour. So if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on TikTok or on YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel where I post all of my recipes. And if you're a returning viewer, please continue to watch as I continue to show you stuff that I do. So we're just kneading this flour, and you don't want to knead it too soft, because remember, you want to have that nice crunch. So I'm kneading this in pieces, and as I knead, I'm going to remove it from the bowl. I'm setting it here, and I'm going in again until I've kneaded all of the flour. Thank you so much for viewing. I know that some of the recipes, I hope that you have gotten them. I've placed some in the comments, and I think there's one that I placed in the description. So you can go ahead and look for that cherry recipe somebody was asking me for. And I have not yet posted the tulum recipe for the persons who asking for the tulum recipe. Also, I will be going live on TikTok, and I'll be letting you all know the courses that will be coming out soon, hopefully before the end of this month. I want to do the first course, so I'm still trying to work out how that's going to be done. So just keep watching, and you'll see when that course is coming out. I think the first course that I'm going to do is the most requested cake course. That sponge cake from scratch is the first one that we will do. So I hope to see you all when I do that course. And it's going to be for only followers. So if you're not a follower yet, please follow me. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So here we have the dough, and the thing that makes the kurma crunchy is the texture of the dough. So we want to make sure we knead everything from in the pan. We're not going to leave anything back. Now this is a recipe that I have been doing for years, and I have not had any complaints with this recipe. So I'm going to knead this all together. We're not going to knead it like we're kneading bread, but I'm just going to make sure that everything comes together. So for those of you watching, yes, I would have already cleaned my surface before I came in with my flour and stuff to start. So we're kneading this dough until it comes together quite smoothly. And we want that denseness so that we'll have a good crunch when we make our kurma. So that's our kurma flour. And you want to make sure that you put enough butter in the flour so that your kurma is not hard. When I started to make kurma, I think it was tasting nice, but it was a little hard because I didn't put enough butter in it. So this is my kurma flour, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to rest it for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to ball it out in smaller balls, and then we're going to go from there. So we have our dough, and now I'm going to cut my dough up into smaller dough balls. So from this, I want to get about 6 dough balls. Right. And then we smooth the balls. So I don't have a weight or a measurement for this. I just normally eyeball this. Now this is my recipe for kurma. I don't want anybody come for me and tell me this is not the way. We are Trinis, and in Trinidad, we all make everybody's sweets. So this is just my take on kurma. And this gives me a very crunchy kurma that's not hard. I also have already prepared my ginger. I've blended my ginger because I like a ginger kurma. So my ginger is already prepared. My pot is already on the fire, hotting with my oil. And I'm going now to take this. I'm going to take my dough balls and I'm going to place it on the tower for just a few minutes, a few seconds, so that it cooks, so that I can cut it easily. So stay with me as I roll this out and put it on the towel. So I have my dough ball that's rolled out, and this is it, and I'm going to take it now and I'm going to place it on the tower for a few minutes. So right, I have placed the first one on the tower, and we're going to get it a little toasted on each side before we cut them. So I have here my first one just lightly toasted, and I'm going to cut. So I have a measure that I use because I want them to all be the same length. Right, so now that I've cut it in 4, I'm going to make my kurma now. It's hot, so I have to hold here with something to protect my hand from bleeding. So this is what I am getting when I cut them. So I'm going to cut this up, and then I'm going to put it to fry, and you'll see what my kurma looks like as soon as it comes out. So here we have our pot of oil that is hot, and I have my kurma that I have cut already, and I'm going to place them into the pot. And I'm using this so So you see my oil is very hot already, so it's bubbling, and we're gonna leave it to fry until it's golden brown. Here we have one being baked on the stone on our tower, and we have one frying here. So I have my kurma here that's fried, and it's almost ready to come out. I'm going to take it out now and put it to drain and continue frying, and when all is fried, then I will put the sugar on it. So stay with me.